not Shark Tank, but
Dragon's Den.
What was that like with like all the cameras on you and sitting there? Because I do watch Shark Tank.
That's nothing to me, Amy. You know, I do content for fun.
So
I don't mind the cameras on me because I film content. So
you were more nervous than the fact that they were going to be like
roast me.
Get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were going to be like, because my valuation was so high. I was asking for a $30 million valuation. And then when I watched that whole season, I was like, oh my gosh, no wonder they put that episode as a finale in the last episode, because it was a very high valuation. It was.
Can you give us the numbers that you told them on the show
yes,
at the time?
I wanted 10% for $3 million at a $30 million valuation. That's what I asked.
When you said that, their jaws dropped.
They said, "Are you selling the whole company?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
The look on their faces were like, "What?"
Yes, and that's why I was worried that I was good. I braced myself. I was like, "Get ready, Tammy. You're going to get roasted and you're going to get kicked off the stage. But you have to remember, it's okay. You handled Asian parents, so you can handle the dragon."
Well, then it was like a turning point when they asked you some personal questions.
Yeah, I was thrown back. I was like, geez, not the personal questions.
And when you're like, I know I'm a high school dropout. I have Asian parents that this is not what they wanted me to do. And everything changed. They like melted.
I know.
Like, aw.
Because I don't think I ever publicly talked about that on camera. So it was my first time trying to hold it in, because I was like, oh no. And I was about to cry because I have a soft spot for being a disappointment. I think that's, everyone has that soft spot that triggers them into being sad. So that was my soft spot. So damn it. They got me.
What ended up happening? Did they take the deal or?
So, the valuation that they came in at, they got 3 offers. Manjeet and Michelle offered, they want 20% for $3 million, I believe. But after the show, I had an angel investor offer me a higher valuation than what was offered on the show. And he and I did the deal a lot quicker, within like 2-3 months. And I didn't know how long it took for after the Dragon's Den, because I was actually one of the first batch to actually film, even though my episode came out the last. And so when I closed at a higher valuation, of course I took the higher valuation. And plus, the investor that I got, he was like, I would give you a lot more of my time. You need guidance, because I needed a strategic partner. I didn't just need capital. I was doing this all alone, and I felt alone a lot in my journey because none of my friends were entrepreneurs and none of my family was entrepreneurs. My parents didn't believe in me. So I was like, okay, well, I really need the strategic investor. So when my investor, Marcus, who told me that, it was too good of a deal to pass up. So of course I signed with him. And then later on, the Dragons reached out to me and it's like, hey, we're ready to move forward. We still want to move forward with this deal. Let's get XYZ together. And I said to Marcus, I said, hey, just so you know, they still want to move forward with the deal. But my investor was like, well, no, the valuation is higher now because you already got that injection of capital. So I couldn't close the deal with it as much as I wanted them.
That's probably how Shark Tank works too. Like, even though you're standing there and you agree on something, it's not like contract.
No, it's not a contract. And 90% of the deals, I was told by the producer, it does not actually close.
Really?
Yeah, it's entertainment and
I should be shocked by that. I'm like, I don't know, like really.
Fuels the Dragons'
like reality
egos.
TV. Yeah.
Yeah. So the deals don't necessarily close, and most of them actually get a lot renegotiated after. And even if they say they're gonna put an in deal after that, it doesn't go through. I was just surprised they reached out 6 months after I finished filming, and then they're like, hey, we're ready to move forward with due diligence, XYZ. And then I was like, oh, I already closed a deal. Like, money was already in, right? So that's what happened.
And they were like most impressed by your rental program, it sounded like.
I think they were really impressed by the concept.
Right?
Yes,
yeah.
It was the concept, because there's every luxury resale. There's so many luxury consignments out there. But what set us apart is being able to monetize your designer closet by renting out your designer bags, or being able to rent without a subscription. So it's rent per bag.
Yeah, I think it's great. I rented that really large blue Birkin from you guys.
And
It was
because you
spectacular.
wouldn't
It was
want to
like
buy it
42
sometimes.
inch. It was so big. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And I kept it for the week. And it was July 4th. And I was wearing a lot of red, white, and blue. So I
Yeah.
wanted a big blue bag. And I rented that from you guys.
See, the people would be surprised how many celebrities actually rent because they just need that one bag
Picture.
for that one
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
And they don't want to tie up $500,000 in their designer wardrobe closet. You want to switch up your style. It's like why the wealthy sometimes lease cars. It's because sometimes it's a write-off. Some of these influencers were writing off their bag rentals. Actually,
Really?
it's a business for
Uh-huh.
them.
I
Yeah.
didn't think about that. Yeah, because you're going to an event. That does make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've rented another one from you guys. No, I did. I rented a red Kelly.
You did. You had that really nice event. You had a
Yes,
gala.
with a Dolce & Gabbana suit. And it was a matching a rose top or jacket and pants. It looked so good. Y'all's rental bag. That's the night I was like hanging out and dance on the dance floor with Dak Prescott from the Dallas Cowboys. So that's the night I also met Post Malone. Like we were hanging out, talking, he had his cigar in his hand. And you know what he said? Oh my gosh, Tim, I can't believe I just remember this. He said, I like your bag.
That's what he complimented.
Yes.
Really?
Of course he liked my Dolce
No, of
suit.
course,
He was like, I
yes.
like your bag and it matches your Dolce suit.
It was
that
for
was your
sure
rental.
outfit. Oh my gosh. I love that. Remind me I need to tell you a story, whether that's on this podcast or part 2 of my Hermes Himalayan Birkin, how I made $40,000 on.
Can we
one
talk
bag.
about it now?
Should we talk about it
Yes, I
now?
want to know.